allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Here.
Johnson. Brumman. Here. Brady.
Here.
Small.
Here.
I called them using last meeting. I was in up here. Today, but so I'm going to point out that
We didn't implement the 40 lashes rule until after the next meeting, so
we do that.
you're safe for now. So I accept the motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any questions, comments, concerns? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed?
That's for you.
I did. Motion carries. No, oh, yeah, absolutely. Public comment. 3 minutes for this round. Anybody here want public comment? Nobody here. And coincidentally, if you want public comment online, you have to apply first due to an incident we had here. Will not be spoken of again. Anyway, moving on. So no presentations today. So I kind of thought that there'd be a presentation for the.
It's next week, next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Next time. All right.
with the waste management,
No, the Harvard thing,
that's gonna be under new business.
okay,
Yeah, they have it under new business.
it is what it is. So no presentations. Next up is shared authorized IT design PFN contract. So this is for the new, email situation. We're gonna be a .gov now instead of a .net. So, I'll accept the motion.
So you don't have that.
I don't.
January.
See, I don't know either.
Did I grab the old one? Oh, I did. I got March 6th.
There's an extra one over here, and this one right here.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I knew we did.
I'm like,
I used to have.
So we-
Since we don't have any unfinished business, can we bring on, so we do have a NDA for surf internet between us and the EDC.
Oh, we can add that in, yeah, new business, sure, business, please. All right, let's do the claims. Dave?
hey, I make a motion to approve pre-authorized claims and open claims presented for payment between 3/21/24 and 4/2/24 for check numbers 153-633 to 153-768 and e-checks 2343 to 2351 for a grand total of $490,029.52.
I will second. Moved, seconded. Any questions, concerns, comments? Roll call.
Brady.
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
Brumman.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving on to the Black River Waterways Committee.
Chairman, I would move that we, approve the letter that is offered for our signature and that we all, if possible, and we believe in it, that we all sign, a letter of support. So moved.
And motion.
I'll second it.
I will second.
Did we want to watch our
Under discussion, do we want to watch it?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Oh, is it, you got it?
Yep,
Oh, last I knew, oh.
it came in there for all
I
that.
spent an hour trying to
Is
get it.
there audio or just reading?
Nope, it's audio. He is loading it right now.
Did Dan say the word?
No,
No, no. Dang. It's the real station there.
you'll be in Concord.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear the one about? Mr. Rabbi, Commissioner, what to do about it?
Yes, I like that one.
Good, no? Record says we got drinking after you. Well, that's a different. Turn on subtitles. Which line are we control?
Click that volume button, but I can do that in the-
Is the volume in here or?
We should open one down here in a second.
It's 3G, isn't it? Is it on your volume thing? He's got control over it from his office.
Not quite.
Well-
Watching the squirrel chase it out.
Yep, well, I guess, I mean, while he's working on that, what exactly it is the Black River they have dredged it multiple times a year. And they are trying to get a jetty that goes out so they can dredge it and it'll stay. One of the reasons, there's multiple reasons. First that, so fishing can go in and out. But most importantly, there is supposed to be every 15 miles on the Great Lakes, there's a shelter, port of shelter. And there's nothing in between Alpena and Harrisville. So that was one of the reasonings behind it. And it used to be a great fishing in that area, so they have already spoke with, I know Cam Cavett, Jack Bergman and Michelle Whitinga on this. And they have obviously the video they put together and they're want a letter of support from us. Just saying that we support the project that they're working on.
Corner of Alcona County.
Shipper,
The
twice
Black
now, is
River,
that
the only river that
a problem?
Well, that's part of, well, no,
It's part of the history.
it's part of the history and then a lot of people come up here to do diving.
Want to put the boat in there and go and dive that
So-
way.
But it's not in the.
the mouth of the
No.
river.
mouth
is
of the
isolated.
river.
No, it's not in the vault, it's out there. It's just one of those fishing, exploring, diving and, board of safety. Why they're
Logging
trying to
disappeared
get
due
this.
to the
Got
close
that across the
proximity
river right
of
now?
a world-class
No, I
fishing
think that was
habitat.
last summer. What summer
The river
before?
also provides
And
access
show
to
it's-
historic
But
shipwrecks
they
scattered
dredge it
along
multiple
the
times a year,
shore.
DNR does it, and it just fills right back in.
Boaters, kayakers.
So, and then if they have the jetty going out,
accessible.
you'll actually be able to fish off the pier at the
The
end.
mouth of the river has been a problem, and early pioneers of the fishing
So-
industry constructed
We won't have to go far for the rocks. Guys are putting the rocks as big as a pole thing. Just, you don't go right.
So that's why I think a lot of ships are sunk over there too.
Careful, you don't
So
scratched a couple of chairs.
anyways, I guess if he can work on it, if he does get it by some chance. It is kind of a cool video. It's pretty well put together for, I know Dan didn't do it.
All right, well, we'll give him a chance to work that out. We can
Okay.
move on here. We need a vote though. Do we need the video to vote?
Oh, we were in discussion.
No, we don't need the video. Everybody's in agreement already, right?
Yep.
Okay, so, we will do a roll call. We don't have to vote into it.
Cronin,
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes,
Yax,
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
we're gonna display a video for public records. So we get it up, we'll do it. Next up, EDC broadband.
So I have, for the chair to sign, it's, non-disclosure agreement. We've been talking with a company out of Indiana called Surf Internet. They have some interest in providing internet services in our county. And this is just a standard NDA. Tom has reviewed it, has no issues with it. Make a motion that we approve and let the chair sign it.
I'll support that.
You say that,
Tom reviewed it.
Did
Yes.
review and approve.
Yep.
Is this another company that wants to come in? And add
Well,
to the one
well,
we're already
Come
working
in, I
on?
mean, they're interested. They're just interested. They're
So
asking
that's why-
questions and
Signing a,
this way they can share proprietary things that they don't have to worry about us sharing anything.
So they can quote with us in good faith that we're not gonna share what they're offering with their competitors. If I understand it properly.
Yep.
Moved to seconded, any more discussion? This is of course to open up any and all ways to get this to happen. Despite snafus and red tape and everything else that always goes along with stuff. We'll do a roll call, since it's a legal document.
Small,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes,
Yax,
yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
carries. What do you mean? That's their fair weather. We got some good copy of that, first, so,
Get a copy of that first.
you have to date it, I didn't date it, I apologize.
Oh, yeah, at the top, you put it in.
That is the EDC, I don't see any have on this video still. So we'll move on to finance report, Dave, you got anything, notable finance, we haven't met since
Not.
2 weeks ago. So, I don't think, sure, there's any money we have to move around or anything, for finance today, okay? All right, then finance report's easy, personnel? Oh, also easy. Treasurer's report, please.
We have been working on, end of the season, we ended up foreclosing on 26 parcels. I have more details, of that information, once we get all the calculations. I am 98% ready to settle with the townships. We've had quite a few, little snafus come through. So we got those basically worked out, finally got the payments from, we were kind of holding off, waiting on payments from about 4 different townships. They ended up paying this week. So we are going to be doing our settlement. It's up. The payout is up approximately. I don't have the final numbers, but we're up a little bit, probably $90,000 to $100,000 from last year on what we're going to be paying out to the different entities. So with the increase in the taxes, it's about the same. We had 2,600 delinquencies come in, and we've collected approximately 500 since they've come through. So people are aware we won't be sending out our delinquent notices until the required notice in June. June 1st is the deadline for the first notices to go out. Yeah, so I'll be spending a lot of money next week, about 1.89 million.
Is 26 parcels for, is that an average pretty much, or
That is double what we had last year.
double, I say that's something like a lot.
On Monday, before the final payment date, we had 46.
Oh,
And Amy's been very diligent contacting, trying to contact people. We did have people that, let us know that they had no intention of paying the taxes.
okay.
So that was an odd thing. We asked them to find other sources, but
Yeah, okay,
there's just a few that we had that we expected would go, or would be foreclosed.
all right, thanks.
Okay.
Clerk's report,
Our office is just diligently working with the local clerks to prepare for the upcoming elections.
The easy one today, let's see the video. Oh wait, maybe the video. Maybe we can watch the video.
Black River, Michigan, located in the
Yeah,
northeast corner of Alcona County. Home to the Black River,
Don't hear
the
anything
only
yet,
river that
John?
lies entirely within the county and
Communications are in the packets. The committee report, while he figures that out.
Like me?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and Steve will do, veterans, so talked with Pat this morning. Building is coming along fine. In fact, they're pretty confident we'll be ready by Memorial Day to have the, I think I reported that last time, the services for the Memorial Day will be there with an open house, hopefully at the building. The drywall's up, front porch is now on, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Hopefully the side is gonna be on the front, so it'll be all set. One note, I don't know if anybody here knows Mac McCormick, who is our supervisor in Curtis Township. I'm sure Terry does, who's also a member of the Veterans Board for 5 years, for his secretary, passed away on Saturday. Suddenly, wasn't not expected, so guys are a little bit down about that. They'll be looking for somebody to fill that spot as secretary of the board. And yeah, he's a good guy. Did a good job.
reaches the shore of
Doing
Lake
that, I don't have
Huron.
any other-
This river is home to the only known
One
population of
thing I
coastal brook
have
trout in the
is
lower
I'm
peninsula of
helping out with
Michigan.
the Citizens for Local
The
Choice.
sediment problems at the mouth of the river affect
We
this
have,
isolated population of fish
that
no
we
one
are
seems to know.
Trying to get
Historically, this river
386,000
has been used
signatures.
for logging and
so we can put
commercial
on the
fishing.
ballot,
The
this
fishing
fall,
developed after logging
so we
disappeared
can
due to the close
decide if
proximity
we wanna
offshore
have
of a
local
world-class
control.
fishing habitat.
And this is just wind,
The
solar,
river
and
also
battery
provides
storage.
access
but
to historic shipwrecks
obviously
that are
there's a lot of
scattered
things
along
that
the
I think
shoreline of this
we want to,
area.
So if anybody wants to,
Shipwrecks
I
are
have
visited by
petitions you
boaters,
can
kayakers,
sign.
and divers when the lake is
Some of us already have. That's about it.
In relation to solar, Ranger Power is starting the process with Gibson Township to, start committing for a project. But the interesting thing that I learned is that, State of Michigan is offering grants. If you have your project start at a certain, before a certain date, I don't remember what it is, but if you're a township out there and you're thinking about doing this, the word $1 million is thrown around. And I haven't had a chance to read the grant yet, but we'll see. I don't know if Gibson Township's gonna do $1 million, but
So Dustin gets the million
yeah.
to help you get the permitting process.
No, I don't know what it's for, but I'm just saying there's a grant. I'm just telling everybody right now, before time runs out, there's a grant. If you have a solar project starting in your township, there's a grant through the state of Michigan available. You get some money. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what you use it on, but I just heard the word grant and it's a lot of money.
DT has a 1,000-acre solar farm in the works for Caledonia Township. So they're going through the processes right now.
Yeah. It's a little challenging because the state regulations are this and the township regulations are that, and it's not really official till then. So it's gonna be interesting times. Also, I think I reported this last meeting is a new proposal for a new cell tower, South Link on Barlow Road, 300 foot with guy wires. So if you live around that area, your cell service is about to get better. And then, what else do I have? I don't have anything else. Terry.
Attended the Thunder Bay Transportation Authority meeting. They're going down the village, but it only applies, I believe, with the city of Alpena. And they're, I think it's gonna be on the August.
home to the Black River, the only river that lies entirely within the county and reaches the shore of Lake Huron. This river is home to the only known population of coastal brook trout in the lower peninsula of Michigan. Will the sediment problems at the mouth of the river affect this isolated population of fish? No one seems to know. Historically, this river has been used for logging and commercial fishing. The fishing developed after logging disappeared due to the close proximity offshore of a world-class fishing habitat. The river also provides access to historic shipwrecks that are scattered along the shoreline of this area. The shipwrecks are visited by boaters, kayakers, and divers when the lake is accessible. Siltation at the mouth of the river has been a problem, and early pioneers of the fishing industry constructed a jetty to combat the problem. The historic jetty has since subsided into the sands, no longer providing protection to the mouth of the river. Lake Huron's shallow rocky reefs are an ever-present danger to Great Lakes boating. In the unforgiving boulder-strewn waters off Black River, several ships met their end. The reefs to the north and south of the river mouth are a constant danger to boaters unfamiliar with the area. The restriction at the mouth of the river no longer provides a safe haven for boaters that encounter trouble out on the waters of Lake Huron. With this constantly recurring situation at the mouth, local search and rescue teams have almost no ability to access the lake if there is an accident offshore. In the mid-2000s, changes took place along the shoreline. This, as well as rising water levels, increased sediment movement, causing the river mouth to become inundated with sediment. Boater access was no longer viable, as it was in the 1990s and early 2000s, a time when there were waiting lines to launch and load boats. The boat launch has now become all but abandoned. Dredging had been done in the early days annually by a local excavating company. A roadway was constructed from the dredged sand so that excavating equipment could be taken farther out into the lake. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources has since taken over dredging responsibility. Due to changes in the shoreline, the dredging has become a multiple-time-a-year operation. After a study was done in 2022 by GEI Engineering, a dual jetty system was recommended to improve the access to the lake, as well as limiting the amount of dredging that would need to be done. In 2023, the Alcona Township Board formed the Black River Waterways Committee to pursue and achieve the construction of a dual jetty system as recommended by GEI Engineering. A dual jetty would look something like the ones constructed in Oscoda 30 miles to the south, protecting the mouth of the Au River. Another type of jetty construction could be similar to the one in Pentwater, Michigan, providing a walkway out into the lake. This would also allow handicapped access to fishing. The next slide is an excerpt of the television show Michigan Out of Doors on PBS.
Just fantastic fisheries, and those are inland fisheries. But we also have, really good access in most places to the big lake, like Lake Huron, and we fish that, the eastern side of northern Michigan, and we have a great fishery for everything from walleye to salmon, steelhead, lake trout, smallmouth bass. So we also have access to the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary, which has a ton of shipwrecks. So we have it's not all about access to fishing. So we have a lot of recreational users, that whether it's kayakers, canoers, divers, and that's very, very popular in this area. And we have and what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the launching facility out of Black River, and that's for a reason. So we have good access in Harrisville, Oscoda, Tawas, Alpena, but we've got about a 30-mile gap on the shoreline of Lake Huron where there's not a reliable public access that is a safe harbor for boats. So throughout the year, that may exist, and what happens is the currents, the longshore currents that occur throughout the seasons will actually fill the mouth of the Black River in with sand. When the lake levels dropped in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was some permitting given to residents along the shoreline and to move rock. And the belief is what happened is that moving that rock created a situation where those longshore currents started to move that sedimentation into the river mouth at a much more rapid rate. And so basically since the early 2000s, that river's had to be dredged on a very, very regular basis to keep it open. The DNR dredges that on a fairly regular basis, and that's a whole nother issue. So the dredging events, whenever they have a dredging event, they're looking at spending between $20,000 to $27,000 per dredging event. in Black River, and that happens multiple times a year. So it's not only, and that's on the taxpayers' dime, right? And we're the taxpayers. So what we're trying to do is raise an awareness of this resource that we have, this great resource in Black River. You know, whether you're a diver, a fisherman, canoers, kayakers, or or you're just visiting Black River. To give us an awareness of what we actually have here, and try and keep that site as a viable resource, so that people are using it. It's a tremendous asset to our area, to Northeast Michigan, and we want to make sure that it's being used by the public, and we all have access to that.
The mouth of the Black River can fill in within a day or two, and if it goes for any length of time without being dredged, it can have a huge impact on the access for steelhead, Chinook and coho salmon, and other trout species who use this river as their spawning grounds. Ultimately, experts have determined that the best permanent solution here is the installation of a set of jetties or piers at the mouth of the river, which is a huge expense. Sportsmen and women can make a big difference on issues like these by contacting their state representatives and making their voices heard. Together, we can help protect and preserve our natural resources right here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
In 2023, State Representatives Tim Beeson and Greg Alexander stopped by to look at the situation at the Black River. They were on their way to meet with State Representative Cam Cavett to discuss the best way to remedy the current situation. With your help and support, we can restore the Black River back into an important access point to Lake Huron, providing opportunities for diving, fishing, safety, recreation and preservation for generations to come. The Black River Waterways Committee, in conjunction with the Alcona Township Board, would like to ask for your support with this project. Please contact your state representatives. Explain that you are aware of the need for the construction of the jetties and would like to see the projects completed. It is vital that we restore a beautiful and functioning Michigan River. The following QR codes will link you to the contact information for the following people. Pause the video if needed. This video is for educational purposes only. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Moving on, Jerry, if you would.
Yes, I don't know if I can top that. Go ahead, Carol.
No, I don't think I can either. 911 yesterday agreed upon a radio system, phone system, and it will take 4 to 6 months from the time they place the order, which I believe will be done this week. Sunrise Center, they're working on funding for the building. As you may recall, we, through our opioid money, we did provide them with $10,000, which isn't a lot of money, but it's more money than they had before. So, they're having staffing difficulties, but then most all the medical places and so on are having staffing issues. Because of the staffing issues, we decreased the, we're not utilizing the full potential of the housing that we have available there, but they go hand in hand. And we're working towards getting more staff as our other medical kind of places. So ACCOA is moving forward on the building. Things are going well. The participation level is increasing on a weekly basis. It's not a daily basis. And those of you who well, I'm sure no one's sitting at this table, but the rest of you are always welcome, even though you may not be of the age. But you are always welcome to come join me for an evening meal at 5 o'clock. And after 2, and we'll come. So I would urge you to consider. If you can, give them a call over there and, let them know you're going to come. Take your wife out to dinner. Those of you who do, take your friend out to dinner. Or take both out to dinner. And, it'll be a pleasant evening for you, pleasant time. And that's all I have.
I see there was an article in the paper outside of the,
Yes, and last week there was too.
nice article.
Do they have a cost on a new phone system or you're rough?
200. Please don't call, I don't have, I have it in the office.
200,000, right?
Yes, 6 digits.
Yeah.
That's a 5-year cost.
Do we have to address the MGT thing today before we, can I wait till the next meeting? I saw some communications. MGT contract. For the consulting,
What is it?
amendment to consulting services agreement for MGT of America, blah, blah, blah.
I thought you guys did that last week.
Do that.
Is that for your old company? You are taking care of business just like that.
Yes, okay, well, in that case, public comment, last section, anybody? Nobody, all right. Any additional comments by commissioners?
I would just say, you did very well last meeting, and you've done in 45 minutes. And I wasn't here, and I'm sure that was why, but you're doing it in less time than I'm here to.
Shattered the record, shattered it.
Yeah, so.
Well,
Good job, Mr.
well,
Chair.
reverse, thanks. All right, then we'll adjourn the meeting until, April 17th. No, not April 17th. All right, till the next one.
Taxes on.
April 17th.
Yeah, all right, well, keep forgetting that, look like that. Tax day the 16th, April 17th, got it. What a disaster be. Robert's rules goes okay, and I just screwed the whole thing up.
Sorry to hear about this girl,
Okay.
but, and then.